And of course, the old discovered mate. I would actually like to call this the reti mate, right? Where he sacked his queen on d8 and played bishop to g5 and bishop to d8 when the king ran to c7, as there were pawns here, rook on this square, knight on that square. So the Richard reti mate followed by the
start at the beginning. Basically, you're going for an AP class in chess when you study Kasparov or Magnus. And if you've not passed all of your primary school classes, your fundamentals, your absolute basics, which are Lasker, Capablanca, Morphy, Alekhine, then it becomes very difficult to jump into science at a higher level. Studying the game in its entirety is the way to go. You have to develop all parts of your game equally in order to increase in strength, because opponents are going to be weak in various areas of the game, and if you can win 2 out of 3 of the areas of the game, then like on American Idol or any of those voting survivor shows, you will move on to the next. Coordination on a daily basis is always going to benefit you.
Arsenal fan Richie said, "Those bishops are pretty respectable."
They are, aren't they? Where are you going now? And I get a full rook out of this mess because we set up
Nope,
this
not an opening mistake.
little trap.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Another slow Tuesday. Now, Tuesday mornings traditionally, and I've always thought about jettisoning this particular day. Tuesday mornings in particular, because of Title Tuesday, I think most people seem to just chill, lay back, and watch, wait and watch. This is just a theory, not fact, as far as I know. But it's usually just a little bit slower on average, trying to get started. 7 in 2016. Not sure what the K at the end means, but from Belarus, news online, that much is true. Practice 2 positions on intermediate rook endings. Practical rook endings, basic rook endings. Very cool. Safely promote your pawn. Yes, these were very, very good exercises. This is a player that we expect to be in the dojo. And practical rook endings. Three versus 2, you usually want a pawn structure not unlike this one and or that one. White, of course, wants to break up the center with the idea of these, but they don't really want to have too few pawns because then they won't be able to win with just one pawn. They want to be able to gain as much space as possible and transpose into a winning king and pawn endgame with the pressure of the gain of space. Moment of truth on the TTS.
Streamlabs said, https nchessbase.com post the power of information, the chess informant. Check out more special pricing, https informant publishing.com products plus my YouTube informant playlist. Streamlabs said. https www.youtube.com playlist list plqw eds p7 yaflas 6 I90 lr5 ruu1 q chiaki.
Kuchiyaki. And UK. Let's try that. And now not try that.
Streamlabs
said. Check out the best of the best chess informant prize winners and candidate games chosen by a jury of titled players from 1966 onward. https sahovsky.com 1000 the best of the best p922566768.
No. We're going to keep going until we find one that we like. Pillagim, good morning. How are you? Great to see you, sir. Let's just check our screen. Yesterday we had it bleeding over. There we go. It's just right. And we can bring this down a little bit. Nicely done, sir. We're going to attack the center differently today. Pillagim has learned. This is, in fact, the best way to deal with the Dutch if you are white as well. If you play d4 and your opponent plays the immediate f5, then g3, bishop g2 is indeed relatively key. So now, for something completely indifferent, so far, a relative success. Let's see what we've got now. Interesting. Even more interesting. Fair enough. Am I concerned? I am. I cried. Ba, ba, ba. Good times never felt so good. Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. And we should do Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. Now where is he going? I don't have a dark squared bishop, do I? He's threatening to move his king, but seems as though he's lacking a little bit of a plan. Now we break through. What happened there? How did we run out of time so quickly? That was a very good move. I did achieve and accomplish some small goals. That was good. I need to go back and make sure we do our computer analysis. That was a relatively great game, Pillagin. Good morning. How are you?
Pelium.
Said, "Good morning, sir."
Hold on, before I do anything like that, we're still on the G6, Bishop G7 trail. I'm going to take a note from Carissa Yip's playbook here with D6. I don't necessarily need to play the sniper. It just helps. Interesting. Interesting. Sweet Caroline, bow, bow, bow. Do I want to do it that way? Yes, I do. It seems to me it's true now. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Interesting. And it's true. That is a good one. I was debating on whether or not this was real or not. It seems to be real. I am getting chased back. And now for something completely indifferent. I think I need to do that. Interesting. Oh no. This could lead to the loss of material. Threatening mate and the queen at the same time. Never truly a good thing. What's going on here? This is being attacked twice now. Can I get there from here now? I need to move out of the way. It's through to... And we've returned. We're going to have to go back over these, Belgium, and we're going to see what is going on in each of our games that intuitively we are missing.
Pelium.
Said. I tried XD.
I thought you did very okay. Let's see, we've got it. Sweet Caroline. I was stuck watching this movie trailer with Neil Diamond songs, or a Neil Diamond
Said.
cover artist featuring
https www.instagram.com master chess dojo Twitter https twitter.com master chess dojo https www.tiktok.com master chess dojo chessable use chessable and join the dojo discord.
Streamlabs.
That was terrible.
Sub to our YouTube channel please with the official Master Chess Dojo name https www.youtube.com see Master Chess Dojo follow for updates and impromptu instructional stream info Insta.
Streamlabs.
Said. https discord gg6pze9uaaj.
All right, let's switch those up a little bit. Preferred voice. We've done the UK English female. We did the US English male. We're going to try Spanish preferred voice now. And we're going to try United States Spanish for pronouncing the user's names. How about that? What other standard commands do we have that I have not yet set up or used? I'm wondering. In 1000 best of the best, IS. What about podcast? Haven't used podcast in a while. Nope. No podcast. That's it. Baptist. Nada. It seems like there's something. Nothing. All right, Ron. We are off and running. Interesting. I've always liked these. This is not a pin variation. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. What is going on here, sir? Is he going to catch me? No, we need to continue attacking appropriately. As appropriately as we can. Really? Did you just win me, Ron?
Sit.
Did you just win me? I can't believe you'd do that to me. My God, Ron. You're there everywhere. That's not cool.
Friedrich Hubbard.
Sit. Ah.
Friedrich Hubbard.
Sit. How are you doing?
How are you doing? How are you doing? Can I do it? Yeah, this is annoying as F. Oh no. Somehow I got away with it because he should have taken my bishop. And now that's somewhat what I wanted. However, oh no, I don't have that. Do I have to give that one up? No, I can't.
Friedrich Hubbard.
Sit. After the tournament, can we look at one of my games, please?
Sure. Absolutely, sir. That is what we are here for. Believe it or not. So I need
5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, Ron. Ron got me. Absolutely, Fred. Or Fred. I think it's. I always liked Fred. I knew I had a good friend named Fred in the Coast Guard. I had a good friend named Fred in the Coast Guard. Freddie, Fred, Friedrich. Friedrich is somewhat formal. This is definitely a New York City line.
Pili him.
Said. Have you watched Chess World Championship?
Oh yeah. In fact, I plan on watching it again today. It's just starting now. I think it's starting now, or did they actually take a day off for Title Tuesday? This time, however, somehow I think I slimed him the day before. Ron somehow pipped me at the post. I wanted to try the Queen A5 variation, interestingly enough. So he's guarded the bishop on E3 this time. So we are officially in the Dragon Yugoslav territory as of move number 9. And think I'm on the wrong end of this one. After Ron did me in, I don't believe that I needed this one. Let's do it. What? Oh, all those pawns are very precarious. We've artificially isolated the D5 pawn. Let's see what we can do about that. What in the world? Do I dare? I think I have to dare.
Friedrich Hubbard.
Said. He posted gaming game analysis on stream in your Discord.
Oh, excellent. Could I be in trouble here? Who knows what to find? Ba, ba, ba. And now we've got this problem here. Ba, ba, ba. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I'm not going to be able to make it. Gonna take it. Gonna break it. Just in time. Ba, ba, ba.
Set. And be kind about the game lol.
That was silly of me. It's true now. That was close. Am I not kind? You have me confused for somebody else? I am a little bit of a matter of fact. So, believe it or not, all of our games are very personal to us. So, anytime there's a certain amount of criticism, it is tricky. So, the Discord is the best place to post the game. Absolutely. Hope I didn't see that
Friedrich
message.
Hubbard.
Set. I was white.
Where are we? Now. Let's check it if we are okay with
Pilgrim.
microphone effects out of
Jefe.
studio voice. So far, so good. Good game, sir. Yes. Did I ask for analysis? I did not ask for analysis yet. I also wish to do a Jim. We're going to do a quick survey of those games to see what it is that he is missing. SLK chess. Nice. Where are we? I have to go here first and then put it in a study. There we go. Switch it over to a study. We are going to viewer studies 2. Learn. Study. All right, viewer studies 2. Turn this off. So whenever the opponent does not put a pawn in the center, e4 is usually recommended, but Sam Shanklin does recommend this one to prevent the Philidor or the brute force Philidor. Just a heads up on that note. So I can't disagree with this, but you need to be able to play the knight f3 lines very, very well. So here we're now playing what I used to call the eagle attack. The eagle attack is named after a student who refused to play c4 and control the center. But I'm very curious in this position that the eagle attack is probably better because black cannot put a pawn on d5. Bobby Fischer would actually play this move right now, and he would say, stopping white from playing e4 and getting a broad pawn center without any reparable damage, but with c4 in, is worth a tempo, worth one whole tempo, 1/3 of a pawn, to just play d5. So Bobby Fischer would play that move instantly. And he mentions this in so many words. Now we've written a perverse Jovava London, which is perfectly acceptable because it's also a Barry attack with the idea of playing bishop h6. The Barry attack, by the way, if anyone knows what Barry means in UK English slang, is, and now I understand why Faubourg said, please be kind about the opening, but the Barry attack is a euphemism for, they're making fun of it, by the way, when they call it the Barry attack. A person who is called Barry is often not thought to be very smart. Now, it's not Frederick's problem here, but we should take over the center while we have the opportunity. And that way we can complete the threat of invading on the king side. Now, we did win this game against an 1831. And we are following the traditional, or not quite traditional, but structural principles of the London. Now, in general, this isn't thought to be so great, but it looks pretty good. This pawn is attacked 3 times, and it's defended 3 times.
I love the London.
Now, I would probably block this up. The London is very much a grown man's, or I should say an adult's secret weapon, because you don't have to study very much to play it. The problem with it is growing as a player. If you want to grow as a player, this pawn is hanging. Bishop takes, bishop takes. Or do we just take back? I think I would just take back. But the central pawn is hanging. I certainly would have taken it here. I definitely would have taken this pawn. Any desperado in reply, I would probably just go ahead and take the open file against the king. And try to enjoy this as best I can. Just as so as so here. So knight to d5. Oh, I have to get the other tournament warning out, by the way. And now it looks as though our king side might be a bit weakened. A little late for this, but never say never. Defensive mode, very good. Set up the discovery. Now remember, your pawns can go 2 squares to grab even more space. Get the most out of these pawns. In fact, one trait that Garry Kasparov had, Friedrich, is Garry Kasparov would play his pieces to the maximum of their... He was known in his early days to play his pieces to the maximum of their range. So if a queen could go from e1 to a5, he would do it. He would get the maximum out of his pieces. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But here, you're still seeking exchanges. He's coming in. You're in just in time. And now we're starting our kingside pawn storm. And we finally open up the lines, and we finally played f4. I'm a little more concerned about it now because we should probably consider playing over here with. We have both these moves. Rook at d1, it's true, then you're taking advantage of the pin. It is looking good, it's true, true, and maybe we had this very crazy nothing I can take back, but we cannot not take back. Now, how to take advantage of this? And then they fell for it. Nicely done, sir. Very well done. 1 second here. We have to get the announcement out. It's true. It's true. Inbox, it's here. Copy. Really? How about forward? Message all members. So now,
Pegasus SWE.
Thanks so much for subscribing.
let's 45-minute, I believe. Or is it 40-minute? And 3 plus 2. Namaste, Pegasus. Thank you so much, buddy. 54 months. Amazing. Where is that message? All right. Namaste, Ron. You are the best. And we did. So up here, copy link address. Control V, it seems it's true. These are the bullet results. Control X. Each team gets an announcement. Ba, ba, ba. So heading back to Pillagim. I'll take a quick peek to see. Oh, it's my friend Cress. Cress's birthday is tomorrow.
Friedrich Hubbard.
She is a
Enjoy
former
playing
chess
system
streamer.
openings more than tactical openings these days.
Yeah, as we get older, that's exactly why. Although I would branch as much as I could around that. So you can play d4 and c4 and bishop f4 against Grimfeld systems, against King's Indian systems, play bishop f4 and e3 with c4 against King's Indian systems. You can play the same systems with the inclusion of c4, giving yourself a leg up toward the same systems that Tony Miles and many other grandmasters have chosen, with a bit of a leg toward what you want to improve. In any event, let's see what we've got here. Crescentine, good friend, did take, she was briefly a student during or toward the end of COVID. But on average, she has traveled the world. I saw her at TwitchCon in 2023 in July. She still enjoys chess, and she did want chess in Boracay Beach in the Philippines. I'm going to take a quick peek here. My story. What was my story? Oh, yeah. Begging isn't desperation, it's tactical. So, well, yes, we've got It's True Now. Wait, I'm not in it? Why am I not in it? I have to remember that it only registers me for the first 7 events that I create. It doesn't register me for every event that I create. The singer-songwriter. Exactly. There is a sequence with Dick Van Dyke turning 100. And Dick Van Dyke was a major player actor when I was younger. Dick Van Dyke was in all of these truly great Disney films, like Mary Poppins. And he was also in the Ian Fleming, James Bond author-inspired Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And it was quite lovely. So, Pillagim, we're going to definitely get to yours, if we can, immediately after this. We're going to go with the Leningrad Dutch system here. See what you've got. Ba, ba, ba. Mixing classical Dutch systems in this place. Can I go for it? It's wonderful now. Here we go. Takes. What do I have? It seems real. Forgot there is no knight on C6 if he takes this one here. Ba, 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 there is no threat to the pawn and E3. Yes. Really? You would do that to me, but now the B6 square is a little bit weak. Yes. All part of the plan if you pay attention.
Pegasus SWE.
Said. Did you see the stalemate blitzed women with the 2 and a pawn and only 1 and I sent?
Was the 2 knights and a pawn and only 1 knight? And I did not. Who played that? That is very cool. It's true. If I don't play this move now, improving my worst placed piece, then I will never get it, and it seems it's true. Yes, we have to do. Ba, ba, ba. Dominate that night. Do I want to play it? Where is he going? Interesting. Just glad there's no light square bishops in our future here. Got the wrong piece leading up the charge on that one. That's a bummer. Here, takes. I lose a rook. There's a discovery in the position. I'll make do. He's not attacking this pawn. Ba, ba, ba. Am I going to lose it? To lose it? Ba, ba, ba. 44 seconds to go when I have to pay attention now. Ba, ba, ba. This is where I want to go in case you didn't know. Oh, no. We're losing pawns over this. It is true now. Can I get there? Let's try it. I thought he was going to take. I really thought he was going to take with the bishop. We're out of here, folks. Am I out of here? Do I need to worry about this in case it's true? Fortunately, this isn't on. Billy, we've got it. Is he going?
5. 4.
Oh, he had that one. This was the move. Bishop to d7 was a terrible move. Great work, sir. Cha-ching. Nicely done. He had 2 different mate and 1 threats. 3 if you count me playing g4, and then he had the ladder mate against the 2 pawns. Oh, that was a terrible one on my part. Namaste, Ron. You know, I'm trying to set up the sound alert again, but it doesn't look like. I have to actually find your presence in the Blurp universe and disable these.
Set. Good lucky thing.
No, he just kept applying pressure against my king. I thought I was covering the threats, and I played bishop e6, which was a waste of time. I needed to get my rooks into the 7th rank when I could, but your bishop was covering that. Ba, ba, ba. It was a waste of time on my part. I think I was worse. My king was less safe, amazingly enough, which is hard to believe. Ron, how are you doing, buddy? What are you up to? Are you watching the World Rapid and Blitz? You're watching the women's, obviously. Let's keep it up. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. Keep it up. Keeping it up. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, my friend. Ba, ba, ba. Do I wish to keep it up? It's true here. Got a pawn out of the deal now. Maybe I chose the wrong one. So here, check, there, check, everywhere, check, check. It still looks good, it seems. Ba, ba, ba. Fighting for that square. Really? You wish to play that, do you? All right, we'll trade. And now where do we want to go? Do I want his really valuable knight? My knight is pretty strong, too. Or do I just hold on to this thought, connecting my rooks? So far, all we've got is 1, 4, two pawns. Interesting. Ba ba ba. Have we have it? It is true. It's true. Now he takes one, we take one. He takes one, we take one. I am down a piece. Row, row, row. How many pawns do we have for it? I think it's never enough. It's not enough. We're down one very important piece. Can I survive this? Don't think so. Ooh, that was good. Yes. Wow, 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 wow.
Billy him.
Set. I gotta go IMSRY. Have a nice day.
Dilla Jim, thank you for being here. Namaste. I forgot that he can give it up like that if it's true. Yes, 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 yes. Bupkis in that position. There. I had to play bishop takes. When he threatened to remove the defender, I had to play bishop takes d5 straight away or bishop takes e2. Couldn't fool around with it the way it happened to me. Anyway, see you again tomorrow morning, hopefully. You are going to start beating me more often and more regularly as I am old. I am old. 54 months. Crazy. It's like 4.5 years. Not quite since COVID. Do I not have a sense of humor for certain things? It really doesn't matter then. $3,500 players. Birthday calendar. We have to give Neil Diamond a rest. At least for now. Justine Kirkuk TV. Vesper May. Ah, Vesper May, I missed you. You lose. All right, Pilgrims. I have to go over his games at some point. Maybe he'll watch the stream later. Which game do we watch? Where are we up to in Puzzle Streak? Oh, did we just start a new one? That's a bummer. We just started a new one in Puzzle Streak, c'est la vie. We move our king over. Not quite made yet. Picking up pizzas right and left. Sometimes it just happens. That was in my book. That was close. Didn't look. What do we have? Oh, of course. Wait, why can't he go to this square? This is what I was concerned about. Is it still the same idea here? Rook, F1. That's very subtle. I did not like this exercise. They're not going to let me vote on this one. When your streak is over. That was awkward. All right, let's resume. These guys are waiting for a person to be playing here. Now, Pillagim, hopefully he withdrew. No. Oh, no. Oh, well, because he didn't withdraw, it could slow down. Meanwhile, here. It transposed into a line that I discussed earlier with Friedrich. What we're missing is some tunes. That's the problem. That's what I'm singing about. That isn't right. We will have to explore it, and we'll do the same to him. But we didn't expect this to work, and interesting. We have a small threat, it's true. It's true. And he didn't see it. Or she didn't see it, unfortunately. This is still the only one for me now. One for me now. Now that he's locked it up over there, let's start expanding in the center of the board. All right, I've had enough of that possibility there. I was waiting for this chance. To get my queen on the other side of things. What in the world? Ba ba ba. Maybe H3 was a better move. Maybe H3 was a better move. Yeah. So we didn't get the 3 opening principles in there as white. We were missing the coordination of our pieces and king safety. They did have a certain amount of control in the center until it didn't. That went south very quickly. All results from yesterday. I'm going to feverishly start tracking games on a leaderboard for January. We're going to see what we can do. And we're going to see what we can do toward creating a Grand Prix for those players who show up routinely and often. Not a fan of phase plays. Oh, let's skip Nefex. Let's skip to Nefex. Really? April of 2025. So I am paying for this service, as it turns out. So I should be using it. So we add our YouTube. TikTok channel. Justine. Or is it Justin? Justine or Justin? I'm not even going to try to guess. I forgot about this option in the beginning. An idea of Grandmaster Andy Soltis. Creative idea of Grandmaster Andy Soltis. I did lose a piece in a variation like this, but it brought me one of my greatest wins. Interesting. It's true. It's true. Interesting. I think I should have just played Rook. Whoop, but you have that move, it's true. He's got more, it seems. Justine is pummeling the daylights out of me. Is that true? Is that true? It's yes, yes, it's true. Takes bishop there. What a bummer, bummer. Oh my God, it's terrible. Hanging on by a thread here, folks. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Bummer. I can't afford not to take. Can't afford not to take. Yuck. How did that one get away from me? That was so sick. Yeah. F5 was a little careless. I just needed to take care of this. Careless, careless, careless. Did I even win a game today? Oh, I did win a game by accident. Against Ulus. Ulus has a very positive name. They should really avoid names like that. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Maintaining top 500 in the marathon for 22 hours. Blitz with the increment failed me after maintaining top 500. Let's just take a quick peek at this for Justine. We're going back to the 2005 Mr. Ranked 579. All right. That was crazy. I don't know how you did it. It's about stamina. That much is true. $162 points. beast mode. 102 games. But only the highest of ratings, really. Looks like the 2 losses at the end probably cost you that standing. Or 3 out of 4 losses at the end cost you that standing. But you had some really good opponents. It's too bad when you hover over their names, you don't get to see what their performance rating, or it would be nice to have their performance rating to know who you are playing against. So just having this number here doesn't say anything to me. The performance rating is really what it's all about. For example, in our game today, right? In our event today, my performance rating was exactly what it should be. I was a 1679 today. And it looked like it, right? My rating today was 1679. Performance ratings say it all. Let's go forward. Oh, I have to get the other team announcement out, but let's just take a quick peek at it. It was 579, right, Justine? Take a quick peek here.
Pegasus SWE.
Set. Here is the stalemate http broadcast feed World Rapid Blitz Championships 2025 Blitz Women Round 1 CCDHDIXN8GA4UJs.
So your performance rating was 1984, Justine. Unfortunately, your performance rating was barely above your current level. And you really do have to crank it out. It takes a lot of motivation. All right, let's highlight this World Rapid and Blitz.
Pegasus SWE.
Set. Time to go now to post office.
Oh no. Namaste, Rob. Namaste. So that was, that link. Control A, Control V. It was round 1 with Ju and Jun. Hold on here. Copy PGN. All right, we've got it, Ron. We've got it. And now I need learn, study. Viewer studies 2. We'll do a quick chapter. PGN. We'll save this for later, but of course it was a good victory for the Accelerated Dragon. I'll remember if I saw it later. Oh my god. Ju and Jun really gets into these messes. Nicely done. What a fork. What a fork. Nicely done. Thank you, Ron. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. For those I need to see that game. Copy URL. Put it on all platforms because I know Ron posted it. And we're going to go for the Bruno Parma Rapid Arena in 17 seconds. Control C, message all members. And copy link address. And we need those chances. Where are those moves? Blitz and rapid. We need Bruno Parma, right? Rapid event after. Bullet results. Oh, blitz results. All right, we're off and running, even though I didn't get a chance for coffee. 45 minutes. What do we have here? Round 16. Oh, man. It's flying along. So what do we have? We've got bullet. The bullet team is at 800 members exactly. It's 800. It's gonna do. I don't think that's gonna help me. Write it down there. We're at 800. 6192. And in the rapid and classical, 3030. Oh, so we are over 3000 in the rapid and classical. I remember when we were at 2600, 2600. I remember when we had a good rating. I remember when we broke Magnus's highest rating. That was good. So we're gonna have to work on that for the bullet event now. But I need a TikTok channel. Where is it? Copy link address. And then an Instagram channel. Copy link address. No Facebook channel. Podcast channel. We're going to work on that one. Where did it go? Slipstream. Oh, we lost our sound. Slipstream is still playing, right? Home.
Tan plays chess.
Said, Happy early New Year.
And home is where the heart is for the most part. What in the world? Gonna help me develop like that? Fine. I think Justine is getting out of hand just a little bit. So, not sure. Now Slipstream. Cannot be heard. For whatever reason. What? Interesting. Here check, there check, everywhere check, check. They take, retake, they take. This one is good. Fine. Did not try for the discovery, interestingly. Let's keep going. Just keep going. What in the world are you doing? Interestingly enough, I am now saved. He had this move with that one hanging. Who knew what it would do? Interestingly enough, happy early New Year, Taunton plays chess. Namaste. Don't understand why we would give away the bishop pair like that. Does not completely make sense. We're still threatening too many things. Looks like we're almost winning material. Almost. Not sure what this is all about. He gets 2 checks. She. So the music is still playing. No, 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 no. Interesting. I can't hear anything. The usual sound issues.
10 plays chess.
Looks like audio output
Well, sir,
capture
how
is
can
good.
one get a win against you?
We need this check. I'm going to get that check. We'll go for more when we can. Oh, all right. That's what I like to hear. Now, interestingly enough, just one birthday. Where are you headed here? Gotta cross and cover. Let's do that. So is it 2 pieces for a rook? What in the world is going on? Here a check, there a check. Is his rook trapped? I don't know if it's trapped, but it looks pretty good. Interesting. There's just so much going on in this position. I do not know what to say. Back rank mate. No, not Bernie. Bernie. That's absolute craziness that I missed Bernie. So I'm being threatened with mate in no uncertain terms. Am I up a piece? That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? That we're up a pizza? I didn't even realize how much we were up a pizza. Here a check, there a check. Here a check, there a check. Can I get there from here? Yes. We now have, it is official. I may not be able to win this one. I did know Bernie. Zook the Buck. Did you also have a chance to meet Bernie? Bernie was rather hysterical, to be honest. He was very funny. So am I in trouble this time? Life is so weird without sound. Let's see, do I have the other headphones? Let's try these. Let's see if these work. Let's make sure it's not attached to anything in particular, not connected. That's good. And now, all right, moment of truth, everyone. Moment of truth. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. All right, rook d1, king b2, rook check there, king attacks rook. And then bishop attacks. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But we do have the opportunity interesting. So do I really not have this chance? Check, check. So rook d1, king b2, rook d2. The king has to come up, but it cannot come up. So it has to go back. And if this is the case, then another check and another check. And then the king moves to that square, and I am toast. This is true. So we don't go there. Fine. So we just don't go there. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. Well, isn't that fascinating? You're trying to tempt me, eh? It is tempting. Not tempting enough, but it is tempting. It's too bad I didn't have more. Just a little bit more. Bruno Parma, featured in Bobby Fischer's 60 Memorable Games. I have to repeat. Good morning, Nico. Nico Williams. I thought that I was in big trouble. Big trouble there. It's one of the few times I've drawn versus G4 on the first move. Gets a full question mark. Can you imagine? Let's take a look. I would have been black. And as black against G4. Well, I take it back. Oh no, this is the master database. No, it is my database. That's strange. I thought my record was better. I really did think my record was better. Master Chess Dojo as white. Aha. Now we're talking. Master Chess Dojo as black against G4. Maybe my record's not what I think it is. Oh, I played D6. So I'm clearly better here. And that was a real outrageous move, but he didn't take advantage of it, did he? Just King C7? Yeah. Just King C7 because this was hanging. And then here he has Knight D2, but he didn't see it. He castled instead and gave me a chance to correct my ways. Knight takes D2. I was tempted to play knight takes and C4, going for this old-fashioned checkmate, but the knight won't be there by the time this happens. Oh no, F4. I had to keep things battened down. Silly me. I thought he should have played knight F3, threatening knight takes E5. And I don't have any way to try to win a piece because everything needs to be covered. On bishop F6, he still has rook on H to D1. So it's a bummer. I blundered in return. Oh, and I should have gone to B7. It doesn't matter. And now bishop to G5 check right away. I shouldn't. Oh, I did do it. F4 check. I did do it. And then just rook to D8 because he's mated. So silly of me. But I'm doing okay here. Bishop e6 straight away. I knew that. Bishop takes h3. Gives away a lot of the advantage. Bishop g2 was forced. Bishop d8 was forced. Oh, bishop c6 was better. Bishop h3 is okay. And I really didn't just take the free rook. My God, I got way too fancy. I didn't take the free rook, Nico. That's insane. I was attacking a rook, for Christ's sakes. And then I got a little hasty here, realizing that I was up in material and all I had to do is just stop everything. That was the move that I was worried about. All I had to do was stop it. Any other moves? Bishop e7 also stops it. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. I wanted to play bishop to e6, but that would have been devastating after rook c5. Even rook e7 is better. I get to move away because I'm still attacking. Rather crazy, everybody. Rather crazy. How are you doing? Nico Williams, which arena? We are in the Rapid at the moment. Sorry. Master Dojo, Rapid, and Classical. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, all those opportunities to win. Oh, but let's just see how it was when I reached the end. So I threw this away. It was roughly equal.
Streamlabs.
Set. HTT.
Dojo legend and longtime supporter of the stream. I should have just played that way. Bishop h3 and I can still win. But it's not easy. I need to extract myself somehow. But I tied down my pawn. Now he's totally winning, and I have another chance to just keep on moving and pretend like nothing's happening. But I failed miserably. Rook a7. Rook d7. Rook d7. Bishop c4. Yes. King to b7. Bishop c7 is also equal. Bishop f7 is equal. And then I have rook to d1 check, and I played it perfectly. I did play it perfectly. Let's try a different earbud if these aren't working. Strange how the sound can just stop working. Microphone is still working. So no. We can try these, which should work all the time. But nothing, of course. Nothing. Interesting. Let's pause syncing for 2 hours on the OneDrive. Oh, I forgot about the Henovar. Where are the Henovar? Those old, terrible, reliable headphones. They're around there somewhere. Grr. And then we also have the old Real Deal headphones. Right, the old Real Deal earbuds. I can untangle it. With wired earbuds. It's like the trouble with the triple. You know? All right. Now we're in business. We haven't answered C4 with E5 in a long time. We've not answered C4 with E5 in a long time. Let's try this. Now that we've got the game going, we're going to try this one more time. I'm going deep. Lost Ark. That's so strange. The sound on these is so different. Wow. I'm going to move behind, but we can blast the center regardless. Wow. Already GG's. Dudovich. I don't want to give up bishop pair that easily. This is looking quite entertaining for a double pawn sacrifice. Right? A double pawn sacrifice. Yeah, it doesn't completely work, but it works enough. So it's only a piece sacrifice at the moment. God help me. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Now I'm forced to trade queens and I have to resign. Already GG's got me. Yep, indeed. Threatening mate 2 different ways. I couldn't even recapture with my G-pawn. Again, my performance, not so great. I cannot start another game, I don't think. Or can I? Maybe. What do I need? Can I get into the top 3 by playing one more game? Possibly. We've got Ton YouTube. I don't think that it's Bellaton. Talking for a living? You're playing me? Nico, you're too good, sir. That was our first game. All right. Are we ready? Interesting. You've got to keep on attacking. Yes. Can I do that? I am a little bit worried. That much is true. Oh no, I'm mated? Is that true? I am mated. Oh, you got me, sir. You got me, Justine. You deserve it. You deserve it. You were in third place. You deserve it. Namaste. Music is quite loud, don't you think? Wait a minute, you can't hear the music, can you? That's so strange that you can't hear the music. Only I can hear the music? That's so strange. That's so bizarre. Desktop audio? Interesting. C'est la vie, yeah? So strange. No wonder we're down to one viewer. C'est la vie. Struggling with the Nico Williams in the world. The Justine Kirkutz. The Ron Hayes. Did I play Ron as well? No, just Justine. One draw. Outplayed me massively. I think today it was a tough day, right? Did we play only in 2 tournaments? I think you got me 2 out of 3 today. Cross table? Oh no, we only played 1.5. You got me 1.5 half. I've only scored a half point total lifetime? No, that's not true. 6.5, 3.5. Got it. Oh, you got me 2.5, 1.5 today. I thought you got me in the earlier tournament. The Blitz. All right, let's roll those ending credits. Namaste, everyone. Congratulations to Nico Williams on a quick first place. The desktop audio has to be turned down just a little bit. Thank you so much, everybody. Ron, hey, thank you for the 54 months.